Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play 999. And in this part we are going to be pretty much doing this. So apparently when I entered it, I got 33. Apparently I got it wrong, so I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so I can only enter 3 numbers. Back. Oh, whoops. I shrunk the thing. Weird. Hey, you're just punching the random numbers, aren't you? Maybe if you just enter it like I said, it will hit. Ah, shut up. Just shut up. Okay, what's my hint? Well, that was my hint. Oh crap, did it say C? Yeah, C is 12. C plus 10, so 16. Plus F. That's... yeah, that's 33, isn't it? Oh, wait. What happens if I add all the numbers together? So that would be 9 plus 10. Yeah, 9 plus 10. 9 plus 10, so that's 19 plus 15. Oh my god. Opening up a calculator. Where's my calculator? Where is my calculator function? Where in the hell is my calculator? Accessories. Holy crap. That's my calculator. Yeah, I have a calculator here. Let's put it up here. C is 12 plus 16 because it's 10 plus 15 F. Did I do times by accident? Whoops. I did times by accident. 43. Terp. Woo. There we go. Okay, so apparently I left the thing out. Metal falling. I guess that went well. Yay! Then the door is open. Good job, Jimpy. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Woo. They must be putting stuff in the oven. Oh. Yes! I think it's unlocked now. You did it, Jimpy. Let's get out of here. Yes, let's go. Oh my god. So far this game is pretty educational. I didn't know very much about the freezer stuff that happened. I stepped out in the kitchen in a hallway that looked rather familiar. Metal grate stretched from the wall to wall, beyond 2 elevators and the entrance to the kitchen. They had entered the kitchen from one door and came out the other. That means on the map the interior was accurate. They laid the map out in front of them and then began to discuss their next step. There are 4 possible routes. A, B, C, and D. Where's Davy? Both seem to connect to an L-shaped room. However, two doors that lead to the room. There are two doors that lead to the room. We're both locked and cannot be opened. Next route was C. That goes all the way to the main staircase. That means door 5 is one of the numbered doors. And you don't think we can meet up with the other 4 through this hallway? No, I don't think we will. Why not? Look. There by the stairs. See how the gate's open? The gate is open? We went from the kitchen and it was closed. But now it's open, which means... what would that mean? They opened it. Most likely, yes. So if we take Route C, we're going backwards. That would be pointless. And that means... They looked at the map. They looked at the staircase, lazy curve down into the ship. Route D then. D it is. Yep, Route D. And we're set. They jogged down the stairs until they reached C deck. Just to be sure they were going, they checked the deck beneath. Yep, just that thought. Deck D is totally underwater. Just like the bottom central staircase, the water gazed back at them. Its smooth surface was like a great mirror. Ominous as it was, Junpei took the least to comfort it in the face of Lovely. And the fact that the Lovely he had gone much since the last time he'd seen it. They turned back to C deck. It didn't take him much to find 2 elevators from the stairs. They looked identical to the elevators on the top floor, with an exception. These elevators had a card reader on the wall between them. The card reader was a strange mark. Hey look, it's Lotus's symbol. Huh? See, that's Woman's symbol, with a thorn on it. Seems like... Ouch, 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 ouch. But Lotus is taking hold of Junpei's hair. She began to shake him violently as he heard a loud growl from her throat. Such violence, Junpei began to wonder why if it was not the devil herself. With an uncomfortable smile, Junpei spoke up. June spoke up. It's Mercury symbol. The thorn on it. It symbolized the wings of Hermes staff. Hermes. Hermes, herpes, whatever. Oh my god, that was so stupid! If we can't get the thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere. In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it, probably. We have a key card with Saturn on it, though. They gave up on the elevators and returned to the stairs. The hallway stretched out to the left. A great many doors lined both sides of the hallway. They weren't sure how many, but certainly enough to be discouraged. Damn it! We try and search all these doors and the sun's gonna go down before we're done. We've done half of them. I think the sun's already set. I have a feeling the ship's only thing that's going anytime soon. That's even worse. We can climb back to the hallway nearby. Let's check the other hallway, other side of the hallway. Frustration and fear began as they walked back to the stairs. They were right, there was a small keyhole. But clearly they headed into it. Approximately the same size as the alcove from the stairs. The hallway led towards the screen, and at the end of the hallway was a double set of doors. Let's open it. Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave a small tug and felt it move. It was unlocked. Thrilled, they found an unlocked door. He threw it open. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw. Oh, He simply stood, unable to speak. The others simply stared, open-mouthed. After a few moments, Santa managed to speak. What the hell is this? A massive room stretched out from in front of them, more of a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive. It bore down in 4 components. It was not empty, however. The entire room was lined up with beds. There were simple things, little more than pipes with a thin mattress. Is this a hospital? He had been last able to put the names to harsh scent and prevailed the room. A small swarm of a hushed smell, biting smell of aspect. In the center of the room were shelves, stacked with medicine and a number of medical devices that functioned which Junpei did not know. More importantly, however, on the wall were 4 doors, 3 of them embezzled with large single-digit numbers with thick red paint. On the door to the left labeled 3. The door on the second from the left had no number, but on the third door given a 7. And the rightmost door had an 8. They could not doubt that they were numbered doors. It didn't strike Junpei as strange, however, one of the numbers between the 3 to 7 be blank. He had wondered what it could mean. Let's take a look at the doors. Yes, that sounds like a good plan. Junpei headed towards the door, weaving his way between beds. He started with the 3 door on his left and moved until he reached the 8 door. It's no use. Well, of course. If it was that easy to open the door, then there would be no point of the non-read game. We have to activate the red, or the doors won't open. Wait a minute. What's wrong? Look at the display on the red. There's nothing on it. Huh? Do you remember the red on the central staircase? What? The one inside said vacant. Yeah, you're right. But this one... there's nothing on it. Right. I wonder if it's broken. Only one way to find out. It didn't respond. All 4 took turns placing their hands over the red and it refused to respond. They pulled the lever and it did nothing. Soon they discovered it was the only red for 8 door that was behaving strangely. The red door on 7 refused to respond. And on 4 and on 3 is similar silence. None of them would respond. What did it mean? I knew it. They're broken. 0 sure sucks at maintenance. No, that's impossible. You really think 0, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake? Maybe it doesn't explain why these things ain't working. It was that moment they heard voices behind them. I believe the bottom of the device has been removed. They spun around to see... Snake! But it was more than Snake. Ace, Clover, and 7 quickly fled into the room as well. Although they were glad to see one another... Whoops. It wasn't terribly surprising they had. It had been the other party who'd opened the gate from the kitchen into an unreasonable they'd bump into each other eventually. The rest of Snake's team, however, did look rather surprised. How did you guys... where'd you end up here? After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They all talked about the rooms and north and in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that was hardly the matter. They were happy simply to see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile, although they had already forgotten the death of the ninth man. No thought, Junpei, perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a more behavioral way the nine men had died, but in the way that they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. Sort of simple, uncomplicated joy. Junpei thought the joy of being alive. Still alive. He felt sorry for the ninth man. Than anything, Junpei was happy to be alive. There you have it. Our half of the story. His part finished, Ace fell silent. For a moment, Junpei was silent in thought. Then he spoke. Okay, let me see if I've got this straight. When you guys got here, the bases of the red was already gone. And you looked all over the room, but you couldn't find anything, so you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors. So you went in and had a look. Yeah. And while we were looking, you heard voices, huh? So you followed the voices and came back here. Indeed. And that's how we found you. Junpei examined the three reds again, just in case. On the bottom of each was a long, thin gap. Looked like a slot for probably something electronic. Well, this isn't good. The red is infected. We can't keep going. Well, that's what the hallway. What about the hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go? No, there isn't. There's plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else. Hospital rooms? That's what's behind all those doors? Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition, one large one to this large one. There was doors at the end of the hallway, but it was locked. There was an astrology symbol engraved on the keyhole nearby. I was able to get a good feel for it. I believe it was a symbol of Jupiter. Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere. I wonder what they mean. What they all mean. For a moment, everyone was silent, deep in thought. Well, we were all asking what things mean. What's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought it was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this. Of all people, it was 7 who answered with calm and confidence. I figured it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the Gigantic. Or Gigantic. The Gigantic? Junpei looked confused. So did everyone else. What's the Gigantic? Several knit his brows in the moment and began to explain. The Gigantic. He explained the ship had been a sister to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. The Titanic had 2 sister ships, identical. They were the nearly aspect of the Gigantic was said to be one of them. She was initially intended to be a passenger liner like the Titanic, but the ship after launch from the First World War began, and she was pressed into duty by the British Navy as a hospital ship. Sometime later, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegis Sea. She managed to run around after the incident, and coincidentally was not sunk. Wait. Wow, this is a lot. What then happened to the Gigantic after her fateful encounter with the Engine Sea? Our theory ran for a moment that Lord Gordon purchased her. Lord Gordon, it seemed, had one of the few it seemed had been one of the few surviving Titanic tragedies, or survivor of it, and the trauma turned him into an obsessive collector of things related to the Titanic. His obsession depended, and he began to desire the Titanic itself. That, of course, was impossible. The Titanic lay at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. The Gigantic, however, was not suffering such a dire fate, and was identical to her sister ship. She caught Lord Gordon's eyes. Gordon. So we're saying Lord Gordon bought this ship? Yeah. At least I think I am. It's impossible. No way we're on the same boat. It's almost 100 years old. Pipe down. Just pay attention. What is this? What is it? Well, have you guys got any proof? Proof that the ship is really the Gigantic. Well, ship's got stuff like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So I just figured. Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason. No, I've got more. Like. Well, I mean, someone looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid Lotus's piercing stare. He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. He finally opened his mouth. I don't know. Lotus sighed and shook her head. I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it? Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, wait a minute. Memory isn't back? Junpei was... He felt legitimately shocked by what seemed to be a new and very important information. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as if they thought he'd see something very strange. He decided to revise his attitude for his next question. Wait, was I the only one that didn't know? Everyone nodded. Why? Oh yeah, I guess I didn't tell you. I told the rest of them before we ran into you at the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing before I woke up. What? Then almost as if Junpei saved from further embarrassment. A bell began to ring from far away. It's a sound that clock at the main stairway. Junpei counted the chimes carefully. 10, 11, 12. It's midnight. That means we've only got 6 hours left. We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We've got to find the missing parts of the Reds. What do you mean find? How on earth do you possibly do that? We've looked everywhere in this room. There's only one thing that leaves this place one. I guess it's not really right. Wait. Don't tell me we need to search all of those other rooms. Don't freak out. We already searched 4 of them. 4 rooms? We just have to split up and the rest between the 8 of us. Each person does 6 rooms, that'll be 48 rooms, right? So there'll be 48 rooms left. Her earlier experience hadn't apparently not encouraged Lotus to trust Seven. Seven scratched his head awkwardly. I don't know. After a little more discussion, they split up and headed towards the room and began searching them. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from the forward to after. They also determined that they would report their findings to the next time the clock sounded the time. When they did, they would meet at the large central room full of beds. During the time any one of them were looking at the missing components, they would yell for the others. If the strategy failed, they'd return to the discussion for their opinions later. The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into other hallways, each would be assigned. However, from far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. It did so only once. It was 1 a.m. He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital to find the six other A. Santa Clover, June 7th, and Lotus. It gathered in front of the 8th door. Or perhaps, to be accurate, they gathered in front of the red next to the 8th door. Had only one of them found a missing piece? What happened, you guys? It was June who answered. Junpei, look. She pointed at the red. He pushed his way through until he stood in front of it. Immediately he knew what she'd meant. The display on the front of the red read vacant. Junpei sighed. Come on guys, who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it. Well, Junpei wondered as she was hesitant. The others looked confused at June, but kept their mouths shut. What the hell? What's up with you guys? They knew something that Junpei wasn't about to leave things away. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke. Well, that's the thing. We don't know. You don't know? When we got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. I mean, the first one was back, but the missing parts are already back in the red. Should we look at the bottom red just to make sure? Slots in the vault open were now covered in metal. Clearly, whatever had been missing had been returned. What about the other two? They're the same. Quickly examine the other two boxes. Satisfied that they were also repaired, but still confused on how he returned to the others. Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody had any idea how the hell it happened, right? Ace and June nodded silently. Seven raised his hand to say, "Not me," and Santa just shrugged. Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing. Huh? Wait a minute. That's when he noticed. Where's Snake? Junpei swept his eyes across the room, but Snake was nowhere to be seen. Does this mean he found them? I have no idea. There's the only things to suggest, but nothing suggests he did either. I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person. Or whatever he did, or didn't do, he's pretty damn late. Where the hell is he anyway? Maybe he's lost? Yeah, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place. Clover raised her head. No, that's impossible. Suddenly she was shouting. Yes, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone else can see. He couldn't get lost. That's impossible. Clover had started to shake, and the knuckles of her fists had gone white. She spun around before Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes. I'm gonna go look for him. Her words barely out of her mouth. She began to run. Hey, hold on, Clover, wait up! Junpei cried out to her, but she was too slow. She kept going. Before anyone else could react, she was gone. Damn it! What should we do? Well, the red is working now. We're not leaving two people behind. We should go look for him. Oh man, this ain't good. Yes, what an excellent idea. We'll just waste a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste time looking for a couple of idiots. Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We have 5 hours left. Junpei and the others nodded at one another, and they took off and ran. In front of the stairs led to B deck. They decided to split up. They quickly assigned the search area in separate ways. Only two of them were left. Those two were Junpei and June. With just a few steps behind each other. Alright, we should go too. Yeah, let's go. Where should we start? Let's see. Okay, well... the hallway with all the rooms on C-Deck. We should go check the rooms with all the hallways. Alright, let's go, Junpei. Turn around down the hall. Down the hall. Yeah. Other than all, they spotted Ace. Hey! Snake! Where are you? Answer me if you're there. Junpei paused. What did you want to do? Let Ace handle it. Why don't we just let this area to Ace? We can go somewhere else. I don't mind. But where? Let's go see. Large hospital room's gonna be empty, so let's try the casino. Let's take a look back at the casino. Okay, let's go. We turn back and head to B deck. We're gonna do it. There they were. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall, examining her nails. What do you think you're doing? She glanced up at him, unimpressed. Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake. I'm just not seeing it. Really? Maybe you need to start looking hard. Maybe you need to look harder. She didn't know what the other problems were. Oh, by the way, I got a proposal for you two. Care to hear? Let's see what she has to say. What is it? Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, but I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up? Team up? Yeah, what do you need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we get together? Why don't we go through the numbered doors? If you want to, that's impossible. Why? Jupiter's bracelet has a 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8. The digital route would be 1. There's no one door on the large hospital room. So there's only doors with 3, 7, and 5, or 3, 7, and 8. Then we had another person. Huh? Who? Well, isn't that easy? 7. We add him, we get 8. That was simple enough. Digital route for those 4 would be 1. That's not right. Of course I knew that. I know that. No, are you saying you'd leave them behind? Of course not. What kind of woman do you think I am? Once we get off this ship, we could come back and rescue them, couldn't we? Then we could really be... then we wouldn't really be leaving behind. Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you do anything of the sort. Really? Why do you think that? You remember, don't you? There's less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we could come back and rescue them in less than 5 hours. You know, you never know until you try. No. You're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. 4 of us couldn't open the 9 door. The hidden exit that can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. Yeah, that's right. The hidden route for the 4 of us would be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9. Right. Unless we bring Ace too, we'd be stuck. We'll just scratch the back of her ears. That's unfortunate. She didn't seem particularly bothered by what Junpei said, nor did she seem particularly surprised. Let's try and find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with the 8 of us. That's impossible. Are you being serious? You know that only 5 people at most can go through a door with... Oh, that's right. Only 5 people can go through 1 door, so that means we have to leave 2 people behind. Oh my god. At most, we can't go through one number door, right? The number 9 isn't going to be an exception for that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind. You're right, that's true. At the moment he said, Junpei felt a chill run down his spine. It was true. How Lotus could remain clavier about such a terrifying prospect was behind him. When they found the number 9, they would have to choose which 3 of them would die. Lotus's forehead furrowed. Do you think I could have a moment alone? There's some things I need to think about. Junpei and June turned and began to walk away from Lotus. Talking to her had left them feeling that Junpei's heart felt heavy and steps sluggish. But they had told them that Mish would be nowhere. He forced himself to smile and turned to June. Let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay? Yes, you're right. We can think about the other ways later. Junpei nodded. Alright, where should we go next? Take a look at the first cabin. It's really close. I'm going to end the part off right here. I'll see you all in the next part of Let's Play 999. I'm Herotrev, and I'll see you all next time.